Hi guys and ladies, I found another low-carb 5-star fish recipe online that looks like it was designed with my Italian taste buds in mind. And I bought all the ingredients. Except one, the fish. So let's do another hooking and cooking episode. I'm gonna make my first cast right here off the dock. Well, I'm going to start out with this. It's called a thin fin. This classic lure was first made exactly 50 years ago in 1967. They still sell it, and I want to see if it catches fish today. If not, we could always switch to something else, right? Let's hop in the boat and go fishing. He's very, very, very tiny. This is embarrassing, but I have to keep these small ones. I'm supposed to be taking them out of the lake. That's what the biologists say. Read the notes below and you'll read about it. This is not the fish I was looking for. It's a crappie. They don't taste quite as good to me, but I'm gonna fillet them and we'll see what happens. Wow, it's a big one. Look at the size. 13.5 inches. Got him. Another crappie. Wow. What's going on here? Look at these crappie. They're not even over by the brush and the sticks. They're in the shallows. I don't know. They're spawning, I guess. It's over 13 inches. Wow. All right. Yes, a bass. You saw him hit, didn't you? Exciting. Well, he's 13 inches, but I'm keeping him. I need the food badly. I've got to make this recipe. I've had a dry spell, so just for a little bit, I want to go with this. This is another classic. It's a beetle spin. Let's give it a try. I don't know what this is about today. I want to catch bass, and all I do is catch more crappie. These seem to be the only bass in the lake are these little guys. Gotta remove them. Too many. The sun is starting to come out. Maybe that's good. Bass, what do you know? What do you know? Perfect eating size. He's 11 inches, just right. Got him. I've got a good one. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, I think I got a record. I think I got a personal record anyway. Whoa, my gosh. Oh, state of Ohio record. 20-pound bass. 21.5, almost 22 inches. Oh my goodness. Wow. 5 pounds. All right. Well, I cannot eat this fish. It's too, of course, it's too big. We're going to release her. I know it's a her. And she's going to make babies just like herself. I am so glad I went back to the thin fin. Made my day, made my weekend, made my year. I got this still tied on. I used it recently in a video. It's called a crawdad's. It's only got one claw. Wow! Wouldn't you know it, a bluegill. I'm keeping them for dinner. It's a good 9 inches. Looky here, I've got crappie, bass, bluegill. This should be plenty for our low-carb, 5-star, Italian taste bud pleasing fish recipe. Let's get in the house, fillet them, then we'll cook them up. We had a good enough day yesterday, and I won't soon be forgetting that monster bass. Well, I managed to get about 2.5 pounds of fish fillets, but here I'm going to use just 1.5 pounds of bass, crappie, and bluegill. But before we get started cooking these up, how about we try making a yummy low-carb side dish? There's probably a certain way to cut peppers into strips, but I don't have time to look it up. I've got all my ingredients here. Let me start out in this saucepan. Here's 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I'm going to put about a tablespoon of butter in there too. Let's turn the heat to medium. Our red onions, our pepper strips. I've got all our vegetables coated, nice, oily, and buttery. Now look, half teaspoon each of salt and pepper are going in. I might as well put this in. Here's a half teaspoon or more of Italian seasoning and oregano going in. You know, I think it was a teaspoon each of those herbs, oregano and Italian seasoning. I don't know, use a lot. Here's a 1/4 cup of rosé wine. I'm going to cook this until that wine is evaporated. I only vaguely followed the directions. I've been cooking this on medium for 45 minutes. Look, and I think now I've got these caramelized just the way I like them. I'm ready to bowl them up. I'm going to sample this. I'll try not to double dip. Oh, the sweetness. The sweetness of the onion and the pepper flavor. Oh my goodness. And you got that Italian seasoning going on too. You're going to love this, and look how easy it is. Where were we? Oh yes, the fish. In this bowl, I'm putting 4 eggs. Let's beat them up. In this bowl here, I have approximately a cup of cream mixed with a cup of water. That's our low-carb milk. Into this bowl, I'm going to try to submerge our fish. In this big casserole dish, I'm going to put about, a cup and 3/4 of pecorino romano. You can use cheap Parmesan. Now, here's almost a cup, 3/4 cup of breadcrumbs. These aren't ordinary breadcrumbs. These are low-carb breadcrumbs. I've got 2 teaspoons here of oregano and Italian seasoning. I don't know, this stuff isn't in the recipe. I'm going to add a little more of this pecorino romano. I want lots of breading, so I'm going to add some more breadcrumbs too. Let's drain our fillets. I'm going to just keep them in the strainer. It's easier. Let's see, I'm going to set this oven to 375. The recipe says 350, but I'm a rebel. Why am I outdoors? Well, to spray this rack. How else do you do it without getting this stuff all over the place? My breading station is all set up. I got my fish here. Let's get going. Here's a little fillet. Put them in there. Probably a bluegill. Cover them up. Pat them down. Pat downs, you know? Put them on the rack. Let's keep going. Looky here. The last fillet. Let's put them down in there. Just fit. Who knows? This is the first time I've tried this recipe. I'm putting it in the oven for 12 minutes. The recipe says 25. That's crazy. These are small fillets. 12 minutes. While our fish dish is in the oven, I have to tell you all, I have a special guest joining me for dinner tonight. It's the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. She's on her way here to my humble abode. You probably know that I've been trying to influence her to marry me for like 50 years now. I think she's mistrustful of husbands. I need to somehow convince her that a husband is a friend who you can trust. It's been 13 minutes. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it looks pretty good, huh? Let's see if it's cooked enough. I kind of wanted it to turn out darker, you know, like golden. Oh, it's good. Let me put it in a little bit more. I just had a brainstorm. I don't know anything about cooking. I'm going to put this under the broiler for like a minute or two. Let's see if that helped. It's been 2 minutes. You bet. Oh, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. All right. My guest is almost here. Oh, that's it. Crispy on the outside. That's what I want. This is wonderful. Almost like a lemon flavor. I didn't even use lemons. Good seasoning. No salt. I didn't even use salt. This is wonderful. Well, here we are once again with the famous celebrity restaurant and food critic, Miss Lulu Cheeks. Thank you so much for visiting me at my malodorous mobile home. And you had a chance to dine on my caramelized peppers and onions. What did you think?
Yeah, they were delicious, very sweet.
Really?
And they were, nice side dish. Very good. Thank you.
That would go well with
Yes.
Italian sausage.
Oh, yes. I thought maybe there was some in there when I first saw it.
Next time.
That's
Next
okay.
time. Well, and you also had a chance to dine on my baked Parmesan. And what did you think of that?
It was delicious.
Oh, fish, of course.
Yes, it was delicious.
It was a little crisp on top.
Yes, it was very good.
Thank
it was
you.
Lightly seasoned, but very tasty. Mm-hmm.
Nicely seasoned. Thank you. Miss Cheeks? Oh, may I call you Lulu?
Sure.
Oh,
sure.
thank you. I've been thinking about how much women need husbands, you know. And don't you feel that husbands are people that you can trust, people to share secrets with, and they'll never tell anyone.
Yes, that's because they're not listening.
Can I have a hug?